Okay, I think we're ready now to commence the last part of today's activities. This is the exciting bit. This is the awards ceremony, where we're going to hand out awards to the three most outstanding projects in the last programme, the 2007-2013 programme. But it's important to note that they were chosen from 36, and that they're just examples, and that many others deserve to be showcased as well. But they show the variety of the activities proposed, even with the selection restricted to topics linked with the general issue of citizenship. This year, of course, being the European Year of Citizen. Many other sectors would have contemplated the picture of what the programme does, for example, through environmental activities and cultural activities. The projects are fascinating. I had a look at them the other day. There was everything from camping to theatre to exchanges with countries not, of course, only in the European Union. So I'm delighted to be here now to present the awards to our winners. Our keynote speakers are here as well to help me out with that. And we'll also get a glimpse of the projects through videos that they've prepared. So without further ado, let's bring up the first prize winners. They're the Belgians Flemish speakers. It was a project with third countries. So Bosnia and Herzegovina were involved in this. And the film suggests now that the project had provoked activities which will continue. So if we'd like to invite the two people that were involved in this project up, the Youth Ambassadors Summer Institute 2012. There they are. Hi guys, well done. So how are you? So it's Sarah de Klerk and Olivier Dannenberg. So before we do anything else, let's just have a look at your video so we can find out a bit more about the project, and then we're going to ask you one or two questions.
Youth in Action involves young people bent on taking initiative and making a difference in the community or in society at large. It contributes to establishing their identities as active young citizens of Europe. The 7 organisers of the Youth Ambassadors Summer Institute 2012, which took place in Brussels, met at the Benjamin Franklin Transatlantic Fellowship, or BFTF. As they were all inspired by the strong international friendships that the BFTF created, they wanted to give a similar opportunity to other young people in the European countries they represented, namely Belgium, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Greece, Luxembourg, Moldova, Norway and Poland.
We were thinking, what can we do as young citizens? And we came up with the idea of organizing a 10-day youth exchange here in Europe about the European Union and about politics and about diplomacy, topics that are really close to our hearts and close to our interests. And organizing that with friends, of course, it's really great.
The 28 young participants in this youth exchange were encouraged to become more active citizens in their home countries, and they learned what it means to be an active citizen in Europe.
It's our future, and we have to be able to participate in how we see our future, how we want our future to be. And I think as young people, it's not only our right, but it's also our duty to really participate and to make sure that our voice is also heard.
The project built cultural bridges between youngsters from different countries and improved their understanding of the European Union. As a result, a network of young people was created who are now involved at the local level as change makers and leaders, and who share best practices from their experiences.
I did learn a lot about how making compromise with different ways of thinking, religious thinking also, because in Bosnia, like Muslim, it does change a lot. Although Europe is really different in cultural ways, we can be united and find some compromise that can bring us together. I also think it improved my English a bit by practicing for 10 days, and also my communication skills, even if they are not perfect now.
The youth ambassadors from the Summer Institute 2012 also prepared for the 2013 European Year of Citizens and the upcoming European Parliament elections.
I think active European citizenship means that maybe first of all that you vote in the European elections. I think that's a very, very important thing. And not only vote, but make a good decision, think about your decision and not only color a little dot. But it's more than only voting. It's also participating. It's thinking about the European Union. It's thinking about what can I do, making sure that you feel Europe, that you feel the European Union, and that United in Diversity is not only a slogan, but that it becomes a reality.
Congratulations. That, of course, was in the category of the Youth Exchange Project, the Active European Citizen. So congratulations. Well done. It was an interesting experience to do, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely was very good experience.
And one thing that's remarkable about this experience is that it might continue, that these connections that you've bridged during the project might continue. Is that the case?
Yeah, it is. Actually, the participants, 28 participants from 7 different countries all around Europe, not only EU countries, are very politically active in their own local communities or at university or in their schools. So during the Institute, they learned about the European Union. They had study visits here to the Parliament. They met with MEPs. They met with diplomats, foreign diplomats as well. And they had some classes about leadership skills and to improve their public speaking and rhetoric. And then when they came back to their own communities, they missed each other. So how to see each other again and have fun and learn a lot and meet new people is to create new projects. And that's really the continuity of the Youth in Action program, is that the participants, they come back to their own countries and are inspired to create their own projects. So this year's the Youth European Peers, Young European Peers, is another project that is entering its 2nd year because the Youth Ambassadors Summer Institute, our project took place twice so far. And yeah, and last year they had a project in Berlin. They featured on Euronews as well. I don't know if maybe some of you saw it. And yeah, it's really great project. So
I can imagine you're still in contact with a lot of the young people via Facebook, and so.
Definitely, everybody is still in touch with each other. For example, I traveled last summer with an Interrail pass through Europe, and I visited a lot of friends that I made during the project. Olivier did as well, and he will do again this summer. So it's really a good network of friends who still keep together and still meet each other daily. And that's the nice thing about Youth in Action. You don't only meet each other for one time, but you have contacts all over Europe, and that's the way that you really create a European feeling, and that you really create a Europe united in diversity.
Thank you. And we'd like to invite Ms. Doris Pack, MEP, up to the floor to present you with your award.
Next time when you have them, come in my office. Okay. I want to underline that I feel that it's really a very good project. Perhaps there's a lot of others, but it is very much touching me because I'm also, for 23 years now, involved in the Balkans. And I think I'm very close to Bosnia-Herzegovina. I just passed my report on Bosnia-Herzegovina. There's a lot of noise. If you look in the internet, you will find it. But I think these people need really all help. And whoever is in the situation that he or she can involve people from Bosnia-Herzegovina, I would appeal to you. They have no choice. They have no politicians to care them. And they have really not a good future because they even have not a good present. So please, if it is possible, to give Bosnia and Herzegovina young people a chance to be with others, it's very good. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doris Pack. Thank you. Congratulations. Enjoy your weekend. I'm sure you'll be on a buzz. So the next Youth in Action Award is under the category of Training and Networking Project. It's the Comics Against Violence project by the Casal Intercultural. So I'd like to invite Ana Belén Méndez Bayona. Si está por ahí, puede subir aquí conmigo. Y hablamos un poco del proyecto. Enhorabuena y bienvenida a Bruselas. Un besito. Hola, enhorabuena.
Gracias.
De nada. ¿Y usted quién es, Manuel?
Manuel Semitiel.
Y cuéntanos un poquito sobre el proyecto.
Tell us something about
It's
the project.
in English and Spanish. Yeah, in English. Okay. As you can guess by the title, it's about comics. Okay, and we are working on the topic of gender-based violence through the comics, just to close the comics to close to be closer the topic and through the comics. Yeah.
Before I ask you the next question, let's watch the video. Vamos a ver el video.
Youth in Action encourages young people to take a critical attitude to the world as they see it and involves them in promoting European values such as human rights, democracy and tolerance. During a training course in 2011, young people and youth workers from 8 different countries met in the Spanish village of Coy in the region of Murcia. They came from Austria, the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, France, Italy, Serbia, Slovenia, Spain and Sweden, and their aim was to learn how to combat gender-based violence with a new weapon, comics.
We are aware that this problem exists and it's really important that the youngsters learn and be more aware about this. But it is very difficult to involve them in such kind of activities. If we would say to our youngsters, oh, come on, come, we will speak about gender and gender-based violence, they would never show because this topic is not so much interesting. On the other hand, if we will say, come on, come and you will learn how to draw comics, many of them will come.
The key element of the project was to help the participants understand the problem of violence in intimate relations between teenagers. It also explored different ways to prevent gender-based violence in schools, but also in society at large.
Our motto is act locally, think globally. So we try to empower the youth to be more active in their local society, but be aware of what is going on in Europe, in the world.
Our project is in the frame of the Youth in Action program because we thought that this program gives a lot of opportunities to young people to participate.
There were 18 young people accompanied by youth leaders. It was important to create feelings of trust amongst the participants so that they could feel secure in discussing the delicate topics of the project.
We spent the first part of the training course to build the common trust and understanding and to create the safe space for them for learning, because the topic of gender-based violence is very sensitive. And if people, in order to start to speak about it, they need some time and they need to have some trust in between themselves.
Pues al principio del curso aprendimos a dibujar y ya después introducimos el dibujo a la temática de la violencia de género para representar historias reales y que pudieran llegar a un público más joven y cercano a nosotros. Y también compartir el lenguaje y aprender a convivir.
The result of the project was an attractive comic with 6 stories, created for schools, youth centres and specialist organisations working in this field. Since the project took place, the comic has been on display at a number of festivals in the participants' countries of origin.
Congratulations. Well done. And I believe the comic strips will be used now in schools.
Yes, I think the comics are the best follow-up from our project. And we are still using the comics in the schools as a non-formal educational tool. And yes, we're working on the topic of gender-based violence through the comics, and it works really, really well. Yeah.
Well done. And we'd like to invite now Minister Fitzgerald up to award you with your awards.
Can I say very well done? It's such an innovative way, to get a message across about such a serious topic. And you really, you took a chance. You, as you say, had to share a lot in the development of the comic to really see how you could best develop it. And it's great to see that it's being used in schools, and I saw it was used in the International Day Against Violence Against Women. So very well done. Congratulations on your innovation. Great.
Well done. Congratulations. Felicidades. And now the final category under European Volunteer Service, the Responsible European Citizen. The award will be going to Poland. The European Volunteer Service for Refugees was the name of the project. It was the Foundation for Education and Creativity. Agatha, is she here to collect the award? Agatha? From the Foundation of Education and Creativity? Okay, as you make your way up here, we can already have a look at your project, which was the European Volunteer Service for Refugees, and then you can tell us more about it.
Youth in Action involves young people in projects that promote solidarity and social inclusion. They learn to take responsibility for the environment or disadvantaged groups in society and build up sustainable and a more cohesive Europe.
Играю пазлы, играю мячик.
The refugee center in Czerwony Bor, in the Polish region of Podlaskie, set up mainly for asylum seekers from Chechnya, is located in a secluded area which makes integration with local people difficult. Each year, young European volunteers work with refugees here to help them feel at home in the new country. Their main task is to organize free time activities for the children and young people living in the center.
Chechen families have a lot of children, and teenagers and older children, they must go to schools, whereas there is nothing offered for children like 4, 5 or 6-year-olds. And they were just hanging around the refugee center doing nothing, and we thought that it would be very good to organize something for them.
За детьми очень хорошо посмотрелось. Можно идти хоть куда, с ними оставить можно. Без проблем.
Every time when they see us coming, they are so excited, they are running, they are hugging us, and it's something, when you saw the children are so happy to see someone who is coming to play with them, to be with them, to spend time with them, and they never let us go.
Together with teachers, the volunteers prepared a series of art workshops, dance classes, movie screenings and sports tournaments. They also decorated the walls of the kindergarten and collected a large number of books in Polish and Russian for the library they have set up at the center. In addition, young volunteers organized various events and helped adults make contact with the Polish administration.
In most countries, there are refugees. And the volunteers who come from different countries, they compare the situation of refugees in their countries, in this country. We are having a lot of discussions about it, and maybe it will contribute to creating a better system of supporting refugees.
Young Europeans benefit from this life-changing experience that helped them discover their own abilities and gain new skills.
For me, it's very good life experience. It's to improve yourself, to improve your skills, also improve my language, Russian, English. I improve a lot. I'm learning now Polish. I'm learning a lot about cultures. We are working with people from Chechnya. We are learning a lot about their cultures, and when you see the smile in the eyes of the people whom you are helping, it's for me it's very important thing.
There you go. Congratulations. As you can see, we're joined by Teresa, who was in the video, and what's your name?
Katarzyna.
Katarzyna. Well done. Congratulations. How did you get involved in this project? How did you get your motivation to get involved in this?
Well, I'm the project organizer, so maybe the motivation is, I mean, as an organization, yes? Yes? Okay, so before we started this project, we already had done one similar project in our city, in Białystok. So we saw that it worked, and there is such a need, so we decided to do this project in another place, this little village of Czerwony Bór.
And Teresa?
And, this project with children, connected with children. I like a lot children, so I decided to participate and also to help refugees to feel them as they are not far from their home. They are someone who are ready to help them always.
And we could see the warm smile that you transmitted in that video that I'm sure you transmitted to all of them. Congratulations. We'd like to invite now the Commissioner Vassiliou up to present you with your awards.
Well, I think we all agree that this was a wonderful project. And I think volunteering is always very inspiring and very rewarding experience. I think what you said, looking at the eyes of the person who gets the work, you get the satisfaction that gives you the power to continue. And looking at all of you here, let me say that, yes, young people of today have a lot of challenges. They face a lot of challenges, but you also have a lot of opportunities. So please grasp the opportunities and share it with others. That's what we need. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well done. Thank you very much, Commissioner. And I'm afraid with that we're going to wrap up our activities for this morning on European Youth Week, the debate and awards ceremony. I want to give a heartfelt thank you to everybody for coming here this morning, to Commissioner Vassiliou, to Minister Francis Fitzgerald, to MEP Doris Pack, to all our panellists who've flown from all over Europe here. Thank you so much. You really enriched the discussion, our ambassadors, and to all of you for being here and for working so hard to increase youth participation and really making a difference. I wish you all a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you very soon again back here in Brussels. Thank you very much.
Before we go, just a few words again, bravissimi those who were rewarded today and all those who actually participated. And we're very happy that this support might continue with the new program. And I would like again to thank all the participants in the debate and all those who participated today. And thanks to Maeve to make this ceremony alive. And thanks to all the representatives, the promoters, the youngsters, that sharing your experience is also what Europe is about, as the Commissioner said right now. And I would like also to thank the interpreters who have made the understanding among each other possible, and all of you. So now you're kindly invited to continue your exchanges outside this room with, and join us with a light cocktail. And then many of you, I hope, will stay on for the YoFest that has been organized by the European Youth Forum and enjoy all the participation today. So thank you all and have a nice end of the European Youth Week. Thank you.
If I could just invite the winners of the projects to come up to have their photo taken, that would be great.